Let's see who shows up. It feels like it's been a while since I went live, but it always does. And why the fuck don't I have this on? Hell's wrong with me? Alright. There we go. Can't believe I was only wearing 5 necklaces. That's ridiculous. Oh, someone's here. Hey. I messaged a few of my friends to see if they could be in the chat. Maybe I'll see some familiar faces. Fuck me, purple. Thank you to whoever liked the stream. Hey, Void Sage. Hey, Tara. Happy Tuesday to you, too. Hey, Connor. Hey, T-Man. Hey, I've heard Dark Souls. Wait, I've played Dark Souls. I couldn't get past the second level. I tried repeatedly. I failed every time. It was my brother's game, not mine. I turned 30 a few days ago. I feel old as shit. Last time I did squats, I hurt my knee and I was limping the next day. Hey, Jefferson, great to have you. Hello, Dr. Tenebris. Thank you, T-Man. Dingus McPingus. Greetings. Great name. Wait, why is everyone fighting as opposed to the times when everyone was not fighting? This time existed? How long did that last? Fair point, Noella. No, I just finished watching all the the recent diss tracks. Some reason, Future, Metro Boomin, Rick Ross, and Kendrick Lamar all felt the need to drop diss tracks on Drake in rapid succession. A lot of them were good. Rick Ross's was really good. Drake's response was super good. It was great. Cryo heard about my channel back when I was 25, and now they are 25. Congratulations. Glad to have had you around for so long. Hey there, Amy, sweetheart. Dr. Tenebris, question. What are my thoughts on ritual mummification? I know fuck all about. I don't know the first thing, honestly. But in addition to Drake versus everyone, we've got Israel versus Iran going on right now. I'm in stupid curse wars. A cryo? Sometimes. I deserve cancer. Tenebris says, damn, that's been itching my brain. Yeah. So, I have a funny story for y'all. I got recognized in public by a stranger. So I was at the gas station, right? Someone who was familiar with my occult work recognized me. Now, he didn't approach me at the gas station. Instead, when he got home, he messaged me on Facebook, just said, yo, seen you around, let's smoke. Now, I'm not a stoner, so let's smoke isn't a good opening line when introducing yourself to me, but okay. But I asked where he knew me from. He said he had seen my satanic work and saw me at the gas station. Now, as many of you know, a couple years ago, I had a public relationship with a satanic content creator who had a job as a stripper. Now, turns out the guy who recognized me didn't know that she and I broke up. So the fourth message he sent me was, "Man, I want to see so and so strip," which was just an inappropriate thing to say out of the blue when you're first meeting me, like regardless of whether or not I've broken up with the girl. So I stopped answering him. He tried to message me multiple times afterwards, and I just didn't answer any of them. Now, it turns out there was something else he didn't know. Not only did he not know that the stripper and I had broken up, he also didn't know that the stripper and I were in a long distance relationship. Like, I had to get plane tickets to visit her, right? Um, so now that he's stumbled across me in public, he thinks he's going to stumble across the girl he thought I was still dating. So we actually started driving around to local strip clubs in the hopes that he would, like, find her. I just let him drive around in circles, man. ah. Prince of Persia says, "I had plenty of death rituals performed on me lately. It only gives him power." That's sick as fuck. Glad to hear it, Prince. Kirsten Buckholt says, "Hello." Hello to you as well. Hello to La Strega Aradia. Nice name. Who's dumb enough to try and curse VK? Wouldn't that be the quickest way to get your soul into a wood chipper's? Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all that story after I fucking finish reading these. What's a good ritual to make somebody outside of your reach contact you? I don't know. I've never done that. I just let people leave. John says, "Have I ever heard of the artist/author Erica Frevel? She has scrubbed her online presence, but her work is great. Been learning about the void recently. What are my thoughts on that concept?" What are my thoughts about the void? Well, the term void is just an English word. Like, it doesn't really refer to any specific primordial realm. Like, some people call Doth the void. Some people call the Mayor Shirian void the void. Some people call Iron the void. Some people call the Translophothic void the void. Some people call Ganungagap the void. So I don't know what she's talking about because I don't read her shit. I don't fuck with Frevel. I have heard her books is good, but she's still a fucking Nazi. She's still affiliated. She was affiliated with the Temple of Blood. She has a whole altar dedicated to Jeffrey Dahmer. So fuck that skank. What am I doing in the afterlife? Creating my own demonic realm, man. Is pathworking the main business in LHP work nowadays still? Or has it evolved into infernal ceremonial workings? It really varies by practitioner. A lot of Satanists are real big on ceremonial magic. Some people like that simple spell work. Some people are real big on that, the little pathworking meditations. What are my thoughts on Quetzalcoatl? I don't really have any thoughts on him. Dr. Patenabris is heading to a nearby location called the Castle of Hecate to try and reawaken his friend's spiritual connection. Any recommendations for rites or rituals? Oh, shit. I mean, I have the Hecatean Banishing Rite of the Pentagram that I released on WordPress. It's a Hecatean version of the LBRP. That could be pretty useful. Right? And you could just use that as an opening rite if you want. Then you could probably summon Hecate's, the spirits that serve Hecate, like Gargolpheus, Naberius, Murmur, Medusa, them. Anything to work against skin inflammations. I think that any standard healing spell should work. Prince of Persia says his Saturn return has been interesting. It makes it more interesting when people know and try to artificially add to that chaos. That sucks. Hey, Yeshuhi. Alexandrovich Frost says, "Can Santa Muerte help me to be completely reborn from a life of the worst regrets and addictions?" Yeah, but that'll be a real long journey. And remember, using magic to end an addiction can be risky. Because if you backtrack after performing a ritual to rid yourself of addiction, like if you reuse whatever substance you cast a spell to end your addiction to, then the spell will basically backfire the same way that a curse can backfire. It'll bring your addiction back and make it even worse. Niantiel is a really good demon to work with for clairvoyance. I did have like I think I called it the Nightside Mass of the Third Eye that I posted on WordPress. Someone hired me to make that right. That should help. Do physical muscles give you any spiritual power in any way? Sort of. The mind, body, and spirit are all connected. Improving one helps with the other. Yeah, Amy, I had a feeling it was you. Thanks for coming. Dr. Chinny Reese says, wonderful. Location is said to have her actively mess with electronics. Might not truly be her doing, but the tide of the underworld should be useful, for sure. Is the ultimate goal of the left-hand path apotheosis? Yes. There are many right-hand path traditions that have that same goal in mind. Any advice for online stalkers? I know you had some. Mine are addicted. It's very weird. Never met them. What I've learned, I've tried to cast spells to get certain stalkers to stop stalking me, and it never worked. I was talking to, actually, the ex that one guy was trying to track down. When I talked to her, she being a sex worker, she has like stalkers, worse than what I've dealt with. She told me that pretty much any energy directed at them only makes things worse. So a curse on them or a fucking spell to get them to leave, that shit will backfire. What you gotta do is get someone else to cast a spell to make that motherfucker leave you alone. How you doing, Beefcake? Doing well. Alright. Tesla, I see your question. Sorry about that. One sec. I'll get right back to Tesla de Murbox after I... It's important to take your medications if you have thyroid problems. Forgot that alarm was about to go off. I love water. Ask J.S. Garrett how much fucking water I drink. It astonishes him. But, so, Tesla says, hey, VK, I consider your opinions a lot because I admire you. So tell us about the relationship of daemons with planetary energies, with the Olympians. Are they effective for you? So if you mean the Olympic spirits, Mephistopheles and Ophiel, the Olympic spirit of Mercury, they're the same being. I don't know, it's hard to describe. Basically, different demons will like wield the spiritual power of different planets when manifesting shit. I don't know too much detail about that. Why did binding a person with Baal create the traits of Baal in the target? I don't know. Oh, hi J.S. Garrett. What was my biggest takeaway from Thanafaxath? He's always going to be my go-to for love spell removal. He's dope as fuck. How can I actively make my womb only able to birth women? Do you think I could do this with Lilith? Yeah, Lilith would be a good choice for that. What? What? That's just gonna make you miscarry, motherfucker. What? That's a weird... That was a curveball for me, man. But yeah, Lilith should be a good spirit. Eldraeus should be good. Shit. Any of Samael's brides should be good. Asafoetida, also known as Darkhot, she should be great. I think Darkhot, that's really the one you should go with. That's what my intuition is telling me. She's the mother of Azazel and the Empress of the Watchers. Hello there, Quandale. Can butt acne blood be used for spellcrafting? I am leaving. Fuck no. Why don't I smoke weed? I'll smoke it once in a while, just like recreationally, like socially. Like if I'm hanging out with a stoner who I've gotten to know fairly well, I might smoke with him. But I don't like smoking weed in front of people I don't know very well. Oil me up, VK. I am being sexually harassed. No. Thanks to everyone who liked the stream, by the way. Are there connections? Are there any connections with daemons and the Norse pantheons? Not that I know of. What can I say about Odin? I know he's good with curse work. I've done very little work with him. He's good for object enchantment as well. Back when I used to curse people professionally, he once came to me and said, hey, next time you get hired to do a curse, call on me for it. I was like, oh, okay. Has working with certain spirits made me sick before? No. Prince says the feds and possibly higher three-letter agencies are involved. I have witness protection in my city. It's a whole thing. People plotted on my life. I indicate how long this will go on. By the way, it's Matthias. Holy shit, that's awful as fuck. Will a person physically die if their true self is devoured? That's not necessarily fatal. I'm sure it'll make you die quicker, but you aren't just gonna fall the fuck over or spontaneously combust. Yo, if that shit caused spontaneous combustion, I would have done that shit to like 57 fucking people by now. I would have done that shit instead of the curse I used last night. Devlar says, hey, I made a VK live. Let's go. It's a good day. Great to have you, Devlar. Do I think it's true that fluoridated water dampens the third eye and your spiritual vision? I don't think so, but could be wrong. Do I ever work with or come across Buddhist deities? No. Please watch Hunter x Hunter and speak us about Nen. Okay, I'll take the recommendation. I'll take it. I just finished binge watching Chainsaw Man. Because I saw the character. Like, Jesse, you aren't into anime, but let me describe this character to you. It's like a white guy with a chainsaw for a head and chainsaws coming out of both of his arms. I saw pictures of him on TikTok. One night I was sitting up here alone, just bored, and I was like, yo, what the fuck could that show possibly be about? So I decided to go to Crunchyroll, which is way better than Funimation. It is. So I went to Crunchyroll, and I decided to watch the first episode, just out of curiosity to see what it's about. Turns out it's a fucking great show. Do I operate remote viewing with the demons? Actually, I've never gotten into remote viewing. What's my favorite character in JJK? Yuji Itadori, the main fucking character. Watch High School DxD? Never heard of it, but those emojis make me cautious. What's the most effective curse I've ever performed with the fastest results? That's real hard to say. So, I found that I've gotten really quick results with necromancy. So, for example, there was this misogynistic, rapist, abuser piece of shit that I was hired to curse. I wrote his name down in a cursed book I have that's connected to the Draugr, the Norse undead, my ancestral spirits, and those who died nameless and forgotten. Bro lost his job the next day. No, it wasn't he lost his job. The next day, he announced that he was deleting his social media because of his poor mental health. Overnight, head's just fucked. The Legion Hex. Jesse and I might do a video about this together sometime, but the spirit known as Legion or Rot, he's quick with it. I've caused vivid nightmares. I once sent him to fuck up a guy who mistreated a schizophrenic woman. Now he thinks he's schizophrenic too. No, yeah, he got diagnosed. He started seeing faces in the wall laughing at him. He went to a fucking psychiatrist and they said, yo, you're fucking schizophrenic, bro. And that's just some of what happened to him, man. He fucking lost his job. He was planning to move to another state, but then he had to move in with his grandparents. Um, all sorts of shit, man. Hey, brother, how are you? Happy to see you live. I'm doing very well. Dang, you got your own Death Note? Yeah. I have a few different cursed books. I taught people how to make some cursed books connected to different Clefothic spheres on Patreon. Obviously, I can't teach y'all how to make my necromantic cursed book because it calls on my ancestors. Have I ever considered watching One Piece? I haven't. I think that one's more for kids. Do I worry about karma for your darker works? No, because I curse people who deserve it. Hey, Organic Black. What are my thoughts on gang stalking? I think it's a pretty not real conspiracy theory. Have I accessed Akashic Records with the help of demons? I go to the Akashic Records to get people's true names. I don't do it with the help of demons. I don't know how to explain it. I just do it when I feel like doing it. Theoretically, if I keep honing that ability, I should be able to get like any information of any kind from the Akashic Records. Wow, Behemoth X and JS Garrett and VK's chat at the same time, right? This has happened before. How do I practice morality with my practice? Do I ever struggle determining right from wrong? Well, first things first. Only curse an abuser, rapist, whatever, if the victim wants you to. If you want to support an abuse victim, you abide by their desires. Now, think about it. A curse won't really work. Well, in order to curse someone properly, you need to be at a point where you would happily fucking beat them with a baseball bat senseless. If you wouldn't enjoy assaulting them and sleep like a baby afterward, don't curse them. A lot of motherfuckers curse people just out of ego, but those same motherfuckers would think it would be immature if I jumped them for the same reason that they tried to curse me. There's a problem with spiritual detachment. For example, a lot of Christians believe in the eternal damnation of the non-believer. They think I'll be tortured for all of eternity. However, the same Christians who believe that would be furious if a human being kidnapped me and tortured me even for a couple hours. Like they'd want that motherfucker who did it locked up. The spiritual nature of damnation allows Christians to separate the way they view damnation from the way that they view mundane acts of torture. So avoid spiritual detachment. Like some motherfuckers who would literally never commit rape physically are willing to, try and use magic to force people to date them, fuck them, whatever. If you wouldn't do it physically, don't do it magically. Don't fall into spiritual detachment. Sometimes I do have trouble discerning right from wrong. What I do is I pull the tarot cards out and I say, okay, how would my higher self feel about me hexing this person, right? Zafin is wondering if I saw my comment. It's a little bit up. I'll try and find it, man. Zafin. Nice name, by the way. Zafin. Was scrolling through the net, found your site, and then your YouTube. Like it came to me. I'm a beginner right now. Wondering any books you recommend. Yeah, if you go to the menu on my website, there's a book recommendation page. I'm going to recommend the Complete Book of Demonolatry by S. Connolly. I'm going to recommend that book I listed by Jake Stratton Kent if you can get your hands on it. I wouldn't recommend Mark Allen Smith for a beginner. A lot of the books on that list are great for beginners. Is it possible to be initiated by a spirit into the abyss without reinitiating yourself? I think so. I know that I once forcibly initiated a former Satanist through Doth by performing a ritual over him without telling him, without his consent, against his will. He was a Satanist again shortly afterward. Like, within a week of that rite, he was a Satanist again and he got back with his ex. Oh yeah, same with the Necronomicon, but I saw a paralysis demon. What could that mean? Well, the paralysis demon is basically a predatory entity that wants to feed on your fear. That's it. It probably has nothing to do with your Necronomicon operation. Um, so if next time you experience sleep paralysis, focus really hard. Focus all your energy on one arm. Focus all your will on moving that arm until it moves. Now, once you've broken out of the sleep paralysis by doing that, oftentimes the spirit will run away. If not, put your hand towards the spirit and focus your intent on paralyzing it back. You can do it. I don't know how long you'll be able to hold it, but that'll scare the fuck out of it. Sleep paralysis demons do not want prey that can fight back. Damn, I got lost. Hey, Kyle is right here. Quandale can sense spirits' energies but can't hear or see them. What to do? Chakra meditation, regular divination, working with the spirit Niantiel, that can help with spiritual sight. But be patient. Don't blame the slow progress on Jehovah or another practitioner or some shit. To some extent, spiritual experiences sort of happen when they're meant to. Just keep working in the way I described. That should work. When looking at other currents, do you know or find out which ones benefit you the most? Yes. I know which ones will benefit me the most. Remember, you can always do tarot readings about how worthwhile it is for you to approach a new current. Would I ever do a group ritual again? Probably will one day. So if I do that again, I'll have to set some ground rules. Basically, the YouTube live stream allows me to temporarily ban anyone in the chat. So I'll make a video explaining the rules next time I do one. If someone breaks the rules, I will temporarily ban them from the chat. If, someone makes it very obvious they haven't read the instructions, I'll temporarily ban them from the chat. Because I need to streamline group rituals a bit more. Like, y'all saw how many, times I had to repeat myself, repeat the instructions I already given during that live stream. I have to streamline it, man. Make it efficient next time I do it. If you fuck up and break the rules, no hard feelings, but, you'll be temporarily banned. AJ Collins says, what if the victim was a child and didn't understand the meaning of cursing somebody? What if the parents wanted the person cursed? Well, yeah, a child... yeah, you can curse pretty much any child abuser. Just don't curse them until the child is no longer in their care. And if the parents want the abuser cursed, then absolutely do what the parents want. One Piece is definitely not for kids. It has themes about slavery, classism, racism, utopianism, all kinds of heavy shit. Interesting. How is it that Samael is both the sphere and the highest aspect of the devil? Is he the location itself? Much love. Honestly, the sphere and the spirit just happen to both have the same name. Believe it, that happens with Hebrew sometimes. If you Google Gamaliel, you'll find there was actually a living Jewish person who was supposed to have been named Gamaliel. The The 10 Clefothic spheres are divided into 7 layers called the 7 Hells. One of them is called Abaddon. Because that layer just so happens to have the same name as the spirit Abaddon, you know? Hey, in some more obscure Kabbalistic traditions, Doth is named Belial. This shit just happens, man. Do I remember the story about your ex-best friend? What would be the things you do? I think I'll talk about that with you privately. Is literal teleportation possible? I think so. I think everything's technically possible, but I don't know how to do it. Good night, Michael M. What's my thought on Legions of Lilith? I don't like him. Oh, he converted to Islam? What the fuck? I just wanted to be on record that I didn't like Legion of Lilith before this shit happened. He's a Muslim? Oh. May peace be upon him then. Digital artwork for the Archdemon of Sloth was commissioned by me, so I asked Christians to curse my creation. Oh god, Chicken Farmer's here. Alright, Chicken Farmer 50 is neo-Nazi troll. We're gonna let him stay in the chat. Just go back and forth with him. Don't be scared to roast him. He loves the attention. Behemoth X just finished the ritual. Now he has his feet up on the desk, just relaxing. Dope as fuck. IDK, why? But I sense that Behemoth X watched you. Yeah, he's always been really supportive. I haven't gotten to know him well, but yeah, he's dope as fuck. Oh, shit. Chat moved. Fuck. Fucking fuck. My guides tell me that my true name isn't pronounceable in the human tongue. Shit. I have no idea what you should do, man. Chicken Farmer says that a satanic Nazi and him miss me. I miss you too. Could I explain Nizala? Nizala is the life center. So basically, it's possible to basically dissolve your chakras and unify them into a singular, superior energy sphere. So what it usually looks like is a big white sphere in your chest, a big white sphere floating over your head, a big black sphere suspended below your feet. There will be another black sphere encompassing your entire body and all 3 of the spheres I just described. And then there will be a transparent layer right outside the black layer, which acts as a shield. I dissolved mine by, empowering my chakras with Clefothic energy for years, and then, but what really catalyzed it was the alchemy of the Saturnian current. So I was just delving into Saturnian alchemy, working with the gods of Saturn, Saturnus, Kronos, Balor, Satre. I wasn't even trying to dissolve and unify my chakras. I just finished a rite and then whew, it happened. I was like, fuck. I heard about this shit from Curtis and Enoch. Hello there, Ari. Thank you so much for coming. Do I know who Babytron or BLP Kosher is? No, I do not. T-Man says the Vampire Codex is a good book. Indeed it is. It's going well, Alucard. What am I doing? Smoking myself to death. Glad you asked. Why smoke? Because I deserve cancer. Do I only hear voices during sleep paralysis? No, it's possible to hear them without being in sleep paralysis. Have I been close to Jesus or the Most High? Do I sound like I'm close to Jesus or the Most High? Jack says I'm on something. Yes, I'm high on life. And the blood of my enemies. I'm on adrenochrome, actually. That's what I'm on. Devlor says one time they had sleep paralysis with the Greys. I just screamed fuck you and focused on rolling over. Do I do healing spells? Yes, I do soul healing / energy body healing. I do physical healing and I do psychological healing. All professionally. I'm good at it. Hey, I think I've put my physical healing spell on J.S. Garrett about 3 times because he's dumb. Brother in spirit, how can I provide hard proof for doubters? Don't. If they're meant for magic, they'll come to it. Bro, I had sleep paralysis the day before yesterday, and I heard my parents' voices through the walls. That's wild. Why is Islam spreading fast? I blame Andrew Tate and Sneeko. Am I a real Sinister Noctulian or a David Myatt loyalist? Fucking neither. Fuck all that. You're the only Nazi here. Jesse says that my healing spells work wonders. Thanks for the shout out, Jesse. Hey, do I need a good moderator? No, I want it to be chaotic as fuck. What's wrong with Jehovah to giver of life? He's a tyrannical, predatory poser. Behemoth says VK is a powerful practitioner, that's for sure. Thanks, man. Sandhya, have you had prophetic dreams? Or how do you stop from having them? It's ruining my sleep. I don't have prophetic dreams. I have seen the future a few times. Usually when I predict the future, it's through channeling or tarot readings, but yeah, I've seen it play out before. I support Current Thing. Nice name. Your hemorrhoids are killing you. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hey, Xenahemoth, great to have you. Am I ever going to turn on Super Chat? Probably not. I do not need a moderator for my chat. This needs to be chaotic. I want the Nazis, the atheists, all talking shit to me. I want motherfuckers I have blocked. Actually, I take that one back. Yeah, there's no need for moderation. I just have to ban my ex-girlfriend from the chat once in a while when she makes a new account. J.S. Garrett says I healed his broken ribs nearly overnight. Don't curse child abusers. What the fuck? Do I have any techniques or tips from... I am struggling. Do I have any techniques or tips for preventing unwanted interference or pendulum divination? Yes. Basically, you just want to do a banishing spell. The Saturnian banishing spell that I posted on Patreon way back should remove anything that's fucking with your divination, as long as the pendulum is in the room that you're banishing in. Thanks, Omega. Do a flip. Has Bifrons made your fingers tingle yet? During candle ritual work. Chicken Farmer, there's a lot of people in the chat. There are 81 people here. I'm never going to ignore you. I watch all the videos you tag me in. I don't know shit about St. Cyprian. How can I have philosophical and logical sense speak about gods? When will God is not the same? You lost me there. Yep, that was some fucking stroke sounding shit. What are my thoughts on war? Generally bad, but sometimes it pushes human evolution. We talking about the dude with the beanie and blue as fuck eyes? I don't know who that is. That turned Muslim? I don't think so. No. Legion of Lilith, he looks Middle Eastern. He lives in another country, heavy accent, dark brown hair, dark brown eyes like mine. Cage said, Apparently, Universal Mastery got cursed by 007. I've never watched Universal Mastery. I don't know why I get asked about them so much. I've noticed that rituals tend to be easier in the astral. I mean, yeah, that's normal. Chicken Farmer says that Blood Current is his Pookie. I thought I was your Pookie. Cheating on me. Universal Mastery gave me a shout out on one of his videos. Why? Does he? I didn't think he liked Satanists. Oh well. Shows what I fucking know. Hey, Raquel. Get you a Moldavite. Hey, yo. Fuck you think these are? Hey, fuck you think this is? Crypto used to smoke hard drugs like crystal. God helped me. Well, someone had to. Kirk's wife. Do I have explosive diarrhea? I have a serious issue in wondering your opinion. Only after I drink a lot of alcohol. The next day I'll be diarrheaing everywhere. I have not read No Longer Human. Drunk transsexual Vince. What happened to my arm? I ritualistically scarify my body in blood magic as a sign of my strength and devotion. What are my favorite foods so I can add that to my grocery list? Yeah, I guess the ritual of necrosophic healing might be able to help with your diarrhea. I don't know who Babytron is. Rat hates magic? Have you ever worked with Jinn? Just the infernal ones. What the fuck is the complete bathroom reader series? I'm getting asked all kinds of strange shit. Mythmaker had a dream where I told him that Yahweh was an imposter and took the place of a now-dead god with the same name. That would be interesting. Prince says VK's empowerments really helped me through difficult times. Through a difficult time I just went through. Do I take crypto for payment? No. I take PayPal and Cash App. Why don't I like Legion of Lilith? Because he's a bitch. No, he's real creepy with women. There's this female practitioner I know who's even more experienced than I am. He was hitting her up trying to be her mentor. He was telling her, oh, you have a call to Lilith. Which is not true. She did not have a call to Lilith. She had never had a call to Lilith. Basically, Legion of Lilith, Dimitri, he can't tell the difference between himself getting an erection and a woman having a calling to Lilith. It's weird as fuck. He also plagiarized one of my services and started selling it without my permission. That was a no-go for sure. He was trying to mentor this chick who's way more experienced than he or I am. And she's like, why are you trying to help me? He's like, because you are beautiful. He said, look at this ritual. It's meant to cause an abortion. So, backstory. He told me that a friend of his had an unwanted pregnancy and he wanted me to channel a ritual to cause her to miscarry. So I channeled that ritual for him and gave it to him. Then he started trying to convince women to get pregnant so that he could tell them to magically cause a miscarriage. Like, my female friend wasn't pregnant at the time. It was just, hey, you should get knocked up and use magic to cause a miscarriage. Like, it seems to be part of some sick fetish he has. Thoughts on Solomonic magic? Fuck it. Is that the ex that worked a lot with Arachne? Which ex of mine worked a lot with Arachne? I know Sorius did. No, I was talking about Necro Nikki. I don't know of her working with Arachne, but I haven't willingly spoken to her in years. That's the third cigarette. Hey, I'm not finished yet, bro. Would I say Beelzebub is a good spirit to work with for self-mastery and discipline? Yes. Rom, the Goetic demon, also great for that purpose. What is my opinion on Israel? Am I Jewish? I am not Jewish. My opinion of Israel is quite simple. It is an authoritarian and genocidal shit show. What it is doing to Palestine is absolutely abhorrent. Netanyahu needs to stop whining about the fact that we won't go to war with Iran, bombing Iranian officials to try and provoke them into war and try and drag us into it. That was fucked up. And it's not just the Israeli government. You can look at interviews Abby Martin has done. She just interviewed the two people who were making the documentary Walled Off. The normalized view of Palestinian people in Israel it varies between being racist and genocidal. Like people act like Netanyahu is like the problem with Israel. Fuck that. Netanyahu is from fucking Philadelphia. When he went to Israel, he adopted their norms of genocidal intent and racism. Sith Academy loves me. Has he actually watched my videos? Do I have any tips for preventing spiritual bowel movements that are possessing my body? Summon a healing demon? Yeah, get Sith Academy to hate on me in this chat too. What just ran across the couch? I didn't see anything run across the couch. Oh god, I hope it wasn't a fucking cockroach. Hey Braden, great to have you. Check out 11 Dragons by Acrimonious. I don't really like black metal, man. I listen to a lot of hip-hop. Is there a magical chance Sigil is something to guarantee communication with an entity? No. Sigils can't guarantee that. Evidian. Thoughts about Simon's Necronomicon magic? Oh, I love the Necronomicon by Simon. I use that shit all the time. Who am I and what am I yapping about? Witchcraft, drug abuse, adrenochrome, politics, some reason, and I also went over Drake's current hip-hop beefs in this live stream today. Jesus, Britain. Yo, you don't spam the same comment 9 times. Don't be that desperate for attention. I got a lot to scroll through, man. There are 92 people in here. Does the Clefothic Metagod only appear as a dragon? It can appear in other forms. Universal Mastery learned a lot from me? I had no idea. Well, that would explain why I get asked about him all the time. Well, that makes fucking sense. God damn. I feel like an asshole now. Shit. I didn't know that he learned a lot from me or that he liked my content. I was like, why are people always asking me about this guy? I don't even watch him. It makes sense now. I'm so glad someone finally told me that, man. Oh, I feel bad. If any of y'all know him, tell him I'm sorry. Shit. Ugh. Jesus, Braden, what the fuck is wrong with you? Clogged the whole chat up. You see the darkness in my eyes. Well, if it makes you feel any better, they turn green in the sunlight. I don't know what the law of one is. Blood magic. It's common to use blood in magic. What should you attempt while astral traveling? I have no idea. Shout out Drill Sergeant Gray and Maria Orsic. Y'all are some real ones. I don't know who Maria Orsic is, but I feel like I'll hate whatever I find if I Google that name. Does 144 correspond to any spirits that I know of? You keep seeing it everywhere. One sec. Where did I put it? Behold, Gematria and the Tanakh by Brian Pivik, 144. So, there's a Hebrew word, Yedeoni, which has a numerical value of 144 in Gematria. That word means one who has a familiar spirit, a wizard, or a necromancer. It can mean soothsayer or diviner as well. It also is the numerical value of the phrase Ve'avdi Caleb, meaning my servant Caleb. Maybe you know someone by that name. I don't know. The only other potentially relevant thing I see is the word Chamauts, which has a value of 144 and translates to the oppressor, the ruthless. Do I like anime, like Attack on Titan? Attack on Titan is actually my favorite anime. I recently binge watched both Chainsaw Man and an anime called Another. I will give you a nice shirt. I don't want a shirt. Fucking warm in here. I look gangster with a beard, thank you. Do I hire someone to do divinatory reading for you? Every once in a while, yeah. You need Belial. Good one, Behemoth. We must channel the couch current, of course. VK, I don't follow Left Hand Path, but I love watching your videos. Glad to hear it. Not Brent coming on the trolling. Nice. How come the fucking Christian is getting more hate than the Nazi is? Yo, Chicken Farmer 50 thinks white people came from another planet. I'm not kidding. He believes this. Shadow figure behind me. Shadow figure behind me. Oh, yeah. He's friendly. Oh. Darth Omega does watch my videos. What the fuck? Adios, Jesse. I love you too. Piano Boy's brother really likes his content, and today's his birthday. You think you could thank him? To my brother... Good one, Piano Boy. Because I don't like Solomonic magic because I'm a Satanist. The Necronomicon is effective, yes. Obviously it has a fake backstory and shit, but it combines Sumerian, Greek, Babylonian, and Egyptian magic into a very potent magical system, and other things too. Jimmy Guinness injected tons of adrenochrome in the past life. Lucky, I only did it in this life. Ghost Queen is fighting with literally everyone right now. Oh, same. I'm in the dumbest curse war ever. Is it safe to practice magic in a house with Christians? Yes, it's safe to practice magic in a house full of Christians. Obviously, I used to live with my parents, who are Methodist Christians. My spirits never bothered them or caused any trouble for them. Well, one time, my dad tried to preach to me, and I could see it, and his voice was cracking really hard. He was bug-eyed, he was stuttering, and I could see some spirit with his hands just around my dad's throat. They're like, shut up. That's the only time I've seen spirits cause problems for my parents. The Order of the Black Dragon is wearing 5 Hindu malas, just like I'm wearing satanic bling bling. Let's go over the bling. We got the crystal. We got organite. We got a crocodile tooth. Jesse and I have matching crocodile tooth necklaces. Got a snake. We got J.S. Garrett's Master Seal. And we got a Baphomet right here. Dripped out. I have not played Persona. Thank you, Fantisek Novi. When you stare too long into the abyss, VK stares back. That's good. Well, a demon is basically just a certain type of infernal spirit. There are other kinds as well, such as the divs, the shayateen, etc. I do not know anything about the lampades. Thank you, Blaze It. Oh wow, that's crazy, Prince. Does 764 correspond to any spirits I know? Motherfuck. Alright. I'll look up 764. I'm sure that the Nazi group did not name itself after Hebrew gematria. Well, maybe they did. The Temple of Blood named its current after fucking Hebrew gematria. Let's see what we find with 764. Why am I doing this? No, I don't see any spirits with the numerical value of 764 in gematria. By the way, normally I just go back and forth with detractors, atheists, Nazis, whatever. I just let whoever wants to come in. I just respond however they fucking want to be addressed. If I am ever live streaming with a guest, I'll probably temporarily ban any haters, Nazis, etc. Or Christians. Oh, you found me because you recommended me. Shit, I'm an asshole. Adios, Behemoth X. I should watch Evangelion. Maybe. Yes, another is a great anime. Best AOT season? I think each season was better than the last, man. Have I been to Smashburger? I love that restaurant. I couldn't get into Elfen Lied. Adios, Brent. Adios, Dr. Tenebris. Isn't adrenochrome overrated? I don't think it's real. What are my thoughts about DUME candles? I've never used them. Rain says Sith Academy are my adrenochrome dealers. Great to see you here. Yes, Piano Boy, I saw the N-word joke. I have once claimed that lead singer John Nodvite ascended in the afterlife, but he did ritual sewer slide. Yep, he ascended anyways. When's my birthday? Not answering that, but it was recent. I turned 30. And less than a week ago. Are demons more attracted to certain crystals? I mean, I know Free Night strengthens practically anything. But different spirits like different crystals. They have their own preferences. So Amalek is not part of my tradition. I don't know how Universal Mastery defines it or if I believe in it. Where'd I get the Moldavite? Amazon. Apollo and Abaddon are the same being. Toric, if you're having trouble opening the crown chakra, just try different mantras and different mudras. Like, I just keep trying different ones until you find one that works for you. Stop snorting coke. Hey, I haven't done coke since December. Fuck you. Kali Ma devotees can merge with Shiva to attain telekinesis. Oh, cool. What would your iced out rapper train be of? Shit. I guess it would be some sigil that connects to Moloch, Lilith, and Quilili too. Hey, kitty. I responded to a lot of Patreon messages the other night. I'll go through again tomorrow. Do I get weird looks? Probably. I don't pay attention. I do work with Mephisto a bit. I wrote an article about him. Devin says that King Paimon is very fond of pyrite. I have heard that. All right. It's time for me to bid you all adieu. Apparently, I have Patreon messages to answer. I'll check. But anyways, thank you all for coming. Have a great night and enjoy your immortality.